On April 2nd, from the White House Rose Garden, President Trump announced sweeping tariffs on U.S. trading partners. It's a day he called Liberation Day that shocked global stock markets and sent panic through the U.S. bond market. But on April 9th, with the tariffs only in effect since 12:01 that morning, the president initiated a pause. It came in the form of a post on his Truth Social platform, in which he announced a significantly lower 10% tariff across the board, in response to, quote, more than 75 countries reaching out to make an agreement. He stated that China, because it retaliated, would face a heightened tariff. The pause on those other countries was set for 90 days to allow time for negotiation, but that 90 days is up Wednesday. During the pause, however, an initial trade deal was announced with China on May 12th. It lowered each's retaliatory tariff by 115%. The U.S. tariff on Chinese exports went down from 145% to 30%, and China's tariff on U.S. exports decreased from 125% to 10%. A 90-day pause was agreed upon to give time for talks on a final agreement. So trade with China is not relevant in the context of Wednesday's deadline. The same can be said for the United Kingdom and, within the last week, Vietnam. Frameworks of an agreement were also reached with those countries. But that puts the total of agreements, though they're partial, at 3. The chief trade advisor for the White House had a different expectation just following that April pause.
90 deals in 90 days is possible. The boss is going to be the chief negotiator. Nothing's done without him looking very carefully at it.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was asked on Sunday by CNN,
what happens on Wednesday?
We'll see. I'm not going to give away the playbook because we're going to be very busy over the next 72 hours. President Trump's going to be sending letters to some of our trading partners saying that if you don't move things along, then on August 1st, you will boomerang back to your April 2nd tariff level. So I think we're going to see a lot of deals very quickly.
Is there a playbook?
Sure. The playbook is to apply maximum pressure.
He pointed to the president's threat a few weeks back of applying a 50% tariff on European Union exports as an example of this, noting that after that threat, the EU Commission president reached out. Bessent said, quote, they were off to a slow start. So in terms of what's happening on Wednesday, it'll be a wait-and-see situation.